Hey everyone, this is Brayden. A lot of you know that I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 lately, and some of you know that I've spent a lot of time mistaking it for The Sims. So I figured that I would take a short video to do a bit of a walkthrough of my settlement at the Starlight Drive-In and show everyone kind of what I've been working on. This person's going to open the gate for us, as the settlers often do. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Starlight Drive-In. We'll let the provisioner go ahead of us here. That's a great view for the video. So this is the gate as you come in. The first thing you see is all these vines overhanging and a lot of structure in the background, but you don't really see anything of the settlement until you kind of come through these vines, and then it becomes clear kind of where you're supposed to go. So the first thing I want to show everyone is right at the entrance I have what I call the trading lane, where I have a weapons shop, an armor shop, a clothing shop, and a general store, followed by just a scavenging station to increase the number of resources I get from breaking things down. All of these are manned by people that I've kind of tried to outfit according to their roles. So the weapons and armor people are outfitted in armor, the weapons person less so, whereas the armor person is in full military regalia. The clothing person is, as you can see, dressed ridiculously in this suit and bowler hat and sunglasses. And the trader is kind of dressed up in clothes as well, but more country rustic sort of style with a cowboy hat and the Minutemen uniform, I believe it is. So as you can see, lots of settlers are at work. They're farming, they're working these shops, that sort of thing. So this is essentially what the Starlight Drive-In used to be. It used to be a drive-in movie theater, and this was kind of the cantina area. So I haven't really done much building on the inside here, or on the inside anywhere yet. I've mostly focused on the outside, but as you can see, I have some machine gun turrets and spotlights set up, some radio signals set up here to try and attract settlers. We've got a generator in the background there, a bell, and a feeding trough for the Brahmin. Settlers passing by concerned with what the hell I'm doing and who I'm talking to. Over here, which is the station at which you first learn to build in this settlement, I have kind of established a farming station with what is kind of the essentially the evolved form of wheat, I guess. A bunch of corn. Behind it is like tomatoes and that sort of thing. I've got some trees over there too that grow fruit. And then over here, you'll see the beginnings of what is kind of going to become the settler barracks. Now, before I head over there, though, I just want to kind of aim my camera over here, and as you can see, over there's a bunch of machines. And what I've done is I've taken the pool of water at the center of the Starlight Drive-In and turned it into a water purification station. So I have two giant water purifiers set in the middle of it, and the biggest generator that you can build powering them, with a little light hanging over top as well, so you can kind of see in there at night and make sure everything is going okay. And then over here, just kind of to the left on the outside, I also have my power armor stations. There's going to be a third one that's going to go right here and kind of close that gap once I get another frame. But that's where I've been storing my power armor. All right, so in the settler barracks, we have kind of some patio furniture set up outside here for the settlers, a pool table complete with a full billiard set that I've stolen from various places through the Commonwealth. As you enter the barracks from the outside, the patio, you can see there are kind of these draped canopies here, complete with cat pictures to welcome you. We've got a little bar, I've started to build kind of this little bar area here. This little container over here is actually a wet bar. Now, it doesn't actually do anything, but that's what it's called, so I figured it would be appropriate to place next to the bar counter. And then over here we've got like a TV set up that's powered by the generator outside, and some furniture that I've started to place down here. A lot of really nice furniture here that I happen to have unlocked, an antique globe, that sort of thing. So I haven't done much shelving or anything like that yet, but that's on the way. And then up here, which is kind of disturbing and whatever, but I've essentially just laid down sleeping bags for settlers in here. I haven't really done much here yet, but eventually, I think I'm going to keep the sleeping bags because I think it fits the kind of vibe of this place better than just like a mattress without a pillow or a blanket anyway. But they'll each have their own kind of like little chests, and they don't do anything with them, but it's just building that stuff creates atmosphere and makes for a place that feels more alive. On this third floor, I haven't really decided what to do yet. This is still going to be devoted to the settlers. There may be more kind of bedding and that sort of thing here, more relaxation areas. Though, I haven't built a roof over this, partially because I've run out of wood. But I'm thinking of actually just leaving it open and placing like a basketball court here with basketball nets on either side of this. Just kind of having it open as like a recreational area, maybe on the sides, kind of having some chairs and seating, and maybe like a little restaurant up here or something like that to serve people, and they can come up here and just kind of hang out during the day when they're not working or at night and play basketball, have like spotlights and that sort of thing, I think. Over here, again, I haven't quite figured out what to do with this area. This is basically the bridge. We've just crossed the bridge over top of the water purification station, and we've entered into the building that essentially functions as my personal space. And this is something that I had to kind of really jerry-rig, is having this little piece of wood on the outside of this open thing here, but it really paid off because I was able to put a missile turret right there on the outside at this side of the settlement, which is great. So if we head down these stairs, I haven't really touched this up yet because I just finished building the walls here, and some of them are metal and some of them are wood, which is unlike anything else here. And I kind of like the way it looks though, and I might keep it. But we have like my bed here, my bobblehead station with the bobbleheads that I've collected, and a trunk what will contain some stuff that I don't necessarily need to store in the workshop. We've got like a dresser over here that has a couple things on it. Again, I haven't really organized this. Oh, and good, they've stolen my crystal liquor decanters. But these are all my magazines I've collected too, and magazines give you special bonuses and that sort of thing, so you can display them same way you do with the bobbleheads with these special stands. Down here, again, I haven't quite figured out what to do with this space yet, but there's going to be some stuff in here. This basically leads right out into the water purification system. So if we go up the stairs here, and this took me the longest to build to get right, all the spacing was so hard, but I have kind of this little bridge that goes between this building and the next building, and if you look over here, you can kind of see that on top of the other building is this power generator and a bunch of missile turrets, and I've kind of draped all these wires across here, not only to power this building, but also to power the missile turret that's down here. And getting all this spacing right was just an absolute chore, but it really paid off because I really love the way that it looks. So I've got like this this bridge that heads over here to what is essentially the crafting room or building. So up here, I haven't put anything yet because I haven't really discovered much to put. But we do have a sniper turret up here where this guy kind of keeps watch. And then down here on the main floor, sorry, I changed the direction of those stairs recently and I forgot. We have a bunch of the different kinds of crafting stations. So here we have a chemistry station with a little chair next to it, and all this is lighted as well. It's got different lights that work at and turn on at different times of day because it's impossible to get the intervals to work properly. And then we have a weapons workbench, a cooking station, and a armor workbench where I can modify anything that I buy from the trader lane, which is literally right outside here, which is great because I can buy as much as I want, overburden myself, and then it doesn't take too long to get to the crafting station inside here to do the things that I need to do to get rid of the stuff that I've overburdened myself with. If you come up here, back up here to the sniper station, again, you can kind of come this way and see the generator and the turrets that I've set up. Out here, a little power conduit right there that provides power to this building. And then another bridge, which again was really hard to build. The bridges are really just a pain in the butt. Another bridge over to the wing of the Starlight Drive-In, which you can see has another generator which powers some of these buildings and has its own kind of defense system built in with some spotlights and a turret. And then we arrive back at kind of the entrance, but on the second floor in a full loop. where Dog Meat kind of keeps watch in his little doghouse out here. Um, I haven't really done much with the drive-in movie screen itself, but I suppose I can run over there and show the little bit that I have done, which will give us a chance to kind of walk through the water purification system here. This water is safe to walk through. I just can't drink it because it has to go through the purifiers first before it's actually safe to drink. So over here, I have placed a sentry along with his own little friendly robot over here to keep him company, and we've got more bedding inside this building over here on the bottom part of the drive-in movie screen. But if we go up to the top of the screen, and this is one of the things that I really like the most about my settlement, even though I almost never see it because I'm never over this way, is that I've actually built this little sniper nest up here for this guy who is not present right now. That's fantastic. But I have this little kind of sentry area right here where a sniper is assigned and should normally be, but probably is just roaming around town getting food or whatever. And just a little bed for him. So there's like a little sniper nest here, and I plan on actually, once the actual settlement is built up the way I want it to, kind of decking this area out as well. Not only up here, but on the side of the drive-in. I would really love to build a sign. Oh, I may have just died. That's great. I hope I saved recently. I probably didn't. But build like a light show basically on the side of it. A lot of people have been building really interesting, great things with these little light boxes that you can make do animations and that sort of thing. So I'd like to play around with that a little bit. Let's see how much progress I lost by dying right there. That should be interesting. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm good. So that I saved it right before I started the tour. That's great. So nothing has happened. So the last thing that I kind of want to show you is to go right back up to the top here where I accidentally fell off trying to get a good view, but to show you kind of the view from above of what my settlement looks like from above, kind of the product of labor overall. So if we can just kind of carefully jump up on this piece right here. This is what the settlement looks like from above at this angle. So you can see water purification center, these two sides of this building, what's going to be the basketball court open up over there. You can see all the power generators up over here on top of the drive-in. All these missile turrets and that sort of thing. So I feel pretty happy with where this is so far. It's not done, but I figured I'd give everyone a little bit of a show of what I've been doing recently in Fallout.